Peter Gregory Obi remains the most lovable and admired opposition politician in Nigeria today. To his admirers, he represents a breath of fresh air. He is distinct from regular Nigerian politicians neck deep in corruption, political malfeasance, and material self-aggrandizement. Peter Obi is not a new politician. He had been in politics since 2006 when he was elected governor of Anambra State. However, since he declared his intention to occupy the highest political office in Nigeria, he has managed to worm his way into the hearts of young Nigerians through his populist style and rhetoric known as the obedient movement. However, Nigerian politics is beyond populism, image branding, and ethnic jingoism. To win as a Nigerian politician, you have to be a high roller, strategic, tough, resilient, and sometimes brutal. History has shown that Nigeria is a complex country where several primordial sentiments and idiosyncrasies influence the political decision of people. In hindsight, Peter Obi benefited from these sentiments through the 2023 electionary period. The first political test for Peter Obi will unravel in his bid to secure the African Democratic Congress ticket as the party's flag bearer in 2027. Peter will need to battle it out with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to secure the ADC ticket. This is a tough battle than it looks on paper. Political analysts see the ADC as special purpose vehicle created for Atiku Abubakar to achieve his long-term ambition of becoming the president of Nigeria. Atiku participated in the SDP primaries in 1993. He was a candidate of the ACN in 2007, participated in the primaries of PDP in 2011 and APC in 2015. In 2019 and 2023, he was a candidate of PDP. Atiku has been contested to be president of Nigeria for the past 33 years. Atiku Abubakar is 79 years old. He will be 84 years old in 2031. Hence, the 2027 election seemed to be his last dance to Aso Rock. In reality, Peter Obi need to battle with Atiku before the long war with President Bola Tinubu. With the defection of Rabi Musa Kwankwaso to the ADC, a Peter Obi and Kwankwaso ticket seem a formidable one, but it's still early days. Kwankwaso will not enter into alignment that will jeopardize his own presidential ambition. He only defected to the ADC because he was checkmated by President Tinubu after making series of demands before he can defect to the APC. Hence, Kwankwaso will only go into political agreement with Peter Obi if their political interests align. For Atiku Abubakar, he will favor having Peter Obi as running mate instead of leaving the ticket for him. Atiku will look to get southern votes through Peter Obi. Peter, as running mate to Atiku, will also break President Tinubu's southern vote. This is easier said. It will be sort of demotion somewhat for Peter Obi to run as president in 2023 and vice president in 2027. This arrangement also runs the risk of Peter Obi losing his obedient support base that will accept nothing but a Peter Obi candidature. Atiku Abubakar will also deploy its foot soldiers in the ADC to continually inundate Peter Obi to be his running mate. Several strategies Atiku Abubakar can pull off is to lure Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, to the ADC to be his running mate. Seyi Makinde will come with the authority and war chest of a sitting governor. If this happens, Peter Obi will have to re-strategize. Unfortunately, with the new electoral law, once Peter Obi participates in the primary of the ADC, he cannot participate in another party's primary. Peter Obi must also take control of the obedient movement and use the group for political strategy instead of social media ramble rousing. it is counted for. 2027 is a long walk to freedom for Peter Obi and his supporters. For historical purpose, Peter Obi is not the first politician to have a cult following, nor is the obedient movement the first support base to be radical in their following. Between 1946 and 1960, a group known as the Zikist movement were vocal and radical in their admiration and support for the ideas and ideals of Nnamdi Azikiwe. They clamored for Nigeria's independence under the leadership of Azikiwe. They led public debates and agitations to achieve their aim. The Zikist movement was popular amongst youth and students during the period. The late President Muhammadu Buhari also had a cult following. In 3 or 4 attempts, he contested as President of Nigeria. He gathered 12 million votes across Nigeria. However, with Peter Obi comes a pool of young voters armed by social media but limited in the depth of their knowledge of Nigeria's political history. In reality, Peter Obi must go beyond populism. He must be ready to play a long political game, fight tough and build structures. He must use the obedient movement as a voting structure and bloc, and not a group of savage online supporters known for dragging anyone's sin to oppose Peter Obi. Coming days will be interesting days in Nigeria's political corridor. Subscribe to this channel, share and comment for more updates on history, politics and current affairs. My name is Toby Akintola.